guys, so welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, you guys are going to be following me for the whole week and see what I read the whole week. I haven't done this in a while. I feel like I'm free now because I finished our book club pick for the month of July. It was The Great Man by Kyra Davis Lurie. It was a retelling of The Great Gatsby. So I had to hurry up and read that this weekend. That's literally the only thing I was doing, but I feel like now I'm free for, a couple of days and I want to read something else. The last time I told you guys what I was reading, it was this. It was Lazarado, which I finished this. I had an e-copy and I had the physical copy. I finished this, gave it a 3-star. I really did enjoy it. You guys know how much I love Diane McKinney Weststone. I think I have one book in my collection that I have not read of hers, and I just got it last month, I believe. It's called Trading Dreams at Midnight. So I do want to read that, and I know she is coming out with a book next month in August. I gotta look at the date, but you already know I will be getting that. So finish that, and then y'all, my TBR for my summer TBR. I've only read, I think I have what, 4 books on that? I've only read one of the books, and I started this one only for 1 week. So by Natasha Bishop, I really want to get into this. So yeah, I want to get into this. And then I have been on this Beverly Jenkins kick. I told you guys last week I watched an interview with her and I have just been immersed. And I actually, the beginning of this year, I started it's the no, not the Blessings Lord, the Destiny series. It's 3 books in the series. It's this series. The other one is in my bag because I do want to start that. And this is, I read Destiny Embrace. It's the first book. The second book, I forgot what it's called. I'll show you guys that later. And then this is the third book, Destiny's Capture. Destiny's Captive. And then yesterday, I end up getting 2 more of her books. So I have the complete series of the Woman Who Dares series. So I got the last book. This is To Catch a Raven. And then yesterday I went to Barnes and Noble and I got this book. This is a standalone. It's called Midnight. These covers, I just adore them. You guys know how I feel about mass market paperbacks. I don't really like them, but in order to read our books, that's the only, way I can. So I got those 2 books of hers. I'm gonna start the Destiny. I'm gonna start the second book in the Destiny series. So, like this week, I want to focus on that book and I want to focus on this book. I was going to start an audio book and it is a Beverly Jenkins book, but I don't want to read 2 Beverly Jenkins books at the same time. It was, I think, Vivid. So I'm going to look and see if there's something on audio that I can also read. Because this month I have been not reading a lot. I have read some books, I finished some books, but like just haven't been reading, but I have been on the go. This summer has been great. I have been doing things, will be continue to do things. So yeah, and it's like I don't feel like just picking up no book. For me, I know I'll get on kicks where I don't feel like reading and then I'll get on a kick where ooh, I want to read, I want to read, I want to read. So I'm in that kick right now where I want to read, I want to read. I also want to pick up something from my Kobo. I've been loving my Kobo recently, and I think I might pick up a YA book, which I'll show you guys that. I got to go through that and see. Right now, that is the plan. It is Monday, so I want to start off, you guys seeing what I, read in a whole week. And hopefully I can finish, some books. If I finish, I finish. If I don't, I don't. Yes, I am about to get out of here, go to this good job. Again, you guys are going to follow me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, I'll check back a little bit later. All right, you guys. So it has been a minute. I cleaned up, took my shower, got my little detox mask on. It's a what do you call it? I get a lot of these like peel off masks from TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I'm gonna put on a reading sprint. You guys know I told you guys I like to use Mel Reads, the 40-minute increments. I'm going to rotate 2 books. The first book I'm going to start with is Beverly Jenkins, Destiny Surrender. This is the second book from the Destiny series. Really enjoyed it. So this is Andrew's story. So basically this series, the Destiny series, they are 3 brothers. They live on and own a ranch. And the first story, Destiny Embrace, you had a young woman. Um, she was like abused by her mother. Her mother was like horrible. And she sees that there is an opening in the newspaper for a housekeeper. That's when we get introduced to the first brother. His name is Logan Yates. You see their relationship. And then this actually ends in a cliffhanger because you do get introduced to Andrew, which is going to be this book. And yeah, Andrew, he's kind of like feisty. They're both kind of like mean. Like Logan, he was real mean. But then he became like real nice. Andrew, from what I can remember, not that he's mean, but he kind of he fast. He get around, okay? And girl, he has gotten himself into some mess. It's as a child he didn't know he had. So yeah, Night of Passion turns into so much more. Lord, this cover just gets me. I think the Yates. I think aren't they? They got like some Hispanic in them. I think they do, from what I can remember. But yeah, I really liked Destiny Embrace. It was really good. It kind of gave me a tiny bit of oh what's my book? Jane Eyre a little bit. I do want to pick up this only for the week. I have been trying to read this book for some time. I really wanted to finish reading Lazaretto, got that out of the way, and then yeah, because this is one of the books on my TBR for my summer TBR. I think I have like 3 more books from that summer TBR that I want to get through. And I need to hurry up because July is basically gone. It's August. Like this summer is basically gone. Summer is basically gone. I want to read these tonight. These are going to be the ones I'm going to rotate. I'm on page 44 of this. And so far, I really do like this. I like the fact that this is not a slow burn. Like, they've already had a love scene. You know what I mean? So, and you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I actually kind of, slow burns, I kind of like when they get right into it. Okay? I don't know what they say about me, Lord. But yeah, this one I think that gets me is the fact that her sister is marrying her ex-boyfriend. I just can't get down with that. They have been intimate, and it's like now your sister also has been intimate so with him. So you guys have slept with the same guy. I couldn't be down with that. I couldn't go to this wedding. I'd be like, I'm sorry over him, but at the same time, that's just hitting too close to home. And then, girl, you the maid of honor. So you got to go to all the events. You got to be close to the bride and the girl. Yeah, no, no. But yeah, so far I really do like this, and I am excited to get into this. So yeah, let me put on this timer. I got 30 minutes for this mask, and yeah, we are gonna just chill and read. I need to get some water. Figure out, do I want to go in the living room and read, or do I want to be in here? The crazy thing is, I have this room. I built this room in this apartment to sit and read in here. And I tend to read in the bedroom or the living room. Like, girl, you have a whole library. You got a whole room. Why won't you just read in here? Okay, you guys, so it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to go to sleep. I did read for an hour. And I told you guys I was going to read, Destiny Surrender. Then I was going to read Only for the Week. I'm too tired. I did read for an hour though. This is really good. This is so good. I was not expecting like the love interest, Billy. Y'all. Billy is, I told you guys about Andrew. He was kind of like fast or whatever. Right now he needs to get married. But he messed around, he just he a young man, okay? But his like love interest, um She did some strange things for some change, you know what I mean? The blurb says, a night of passion turns into something much more, and the child he didn't know he had. So, yeah, I got to page 55, 54. This is amazing. I mean, Beverly Jenkins' writing is just A1. She is fantastic. If you like historical books and if you like romance, excuse me, you need to get into her because that's her genre. She writes historical romance and I absolutely love it. This is in the 1900s, I believe. Is it 1900s or late 1800s? I have to see. But yeah, it's like kind of during that time and they're free, it's emancipation, all of that. But yeah, I like this a lot. I like this so much. And this, I don't think it's that long. 370 some pages. So actually, it's a good amount. It's a good amount. So far, loving this. But like I said, I am tired. I want to get to bed a little bit early. Yeah, so I'm going to head to bed because I'm beat. Okay, you guys. So I just got out of the library near my job. I didn't check out books. I actually checked out DVDs. I don't have, like right now, I don't have everything that I want to read. I have it. There's like nothing that I really wanted to check out book wise. At one point I was thinking about getting Ocean, is it Ocean Wong, the new book that he came out with, I want to say last month. I know it was Oprah Book Club. I was watching a clip of the interview with him and Oprah, and the way that he was describing the book, and it was like, oh my goodness, I want to read it now. And when I checked, they didn't have it. Now they have it, but I'm not in the mood to read that. But I have been wanting to watch, y'all don't laugh, Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. I'm a kid of the 90s and I grew up watching Mary-Kate and Ashley. My sister and I were obsessed, especially my sister. And I remember, look, when they used to have video stores, when we used to go to Family Video, we would always get the same movie and it was always Passport to Paris, which I need to get that. I don't have that. I need to get that DVD. And there actually is a box set that I saw on Amazon where it has like some of the popular movies of Mary-Kate and Ashley. I need to get it. But I saw that at the library they had 2 of the DVDs, and I know I'm not the only one that's watching Mary-Kate and Ashley because 2 of the DVDs was checked out. Okay, so yeah. But I got When in Rome and When in London. I haven't seen these in years, so I don't even remember. My favorite probably is Passport to Paris. I love Passport to Paris, and I do remember Our Lips Are Sealed, which I need to watch that because I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I haven't seen these since I was a kid. But yes, I'm so excited to watch these, y'all. If you're like a suburb kid in the 90s, you live for Mary-Kate and Ashley. I know I did. Like, again, my sister and I, we had the DVDs. We had the VHSs. We had the clothes. They had a clothing line in Kmart. Girl. But yes, I'm so excited to watch this. I'm going to take a picture of this and show my sister. I don't think she has these. I'm so excited to go home and watch these. I will be watching these. Y'all know how much I love movies. And that's just a way to me to relax after, a hard day of work. So yes, it's technically it's my lunch break. Y'all know I really don't like to take lunch breaks. I do need to go to Dollar Store because I need to get some tissue and some other stuff. So I'm gonna do that now. I do like to go out at like 2 o'clock because I leave work at 5, and I feel like when I do this at 2 o'clock, get back to office at about 3 something, my work day basically over. Okay, you guys, so today is Wednesday, and I am still reading and have been loving the the Beverly Jenkins Destiny Surrender. I haven't even picked up this. I have not at all because I have been consumed with this. This is so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. And Beverly Jenkins writing is just amazing. I'm already on page 166. This is so good that I ended up reading a little bit yesterday at work. I think you guys saw me. Um, and I don't really like to read at work. And I actually just got out the bathtub and was reading in the bathtub. I'm like, okay, girl, you can't be in there all night. So get yourself together. But I am going to read in here in my library. And I need this, you guys, because today was not a good day at work. I normally, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have bad days at work. I honestly don't. I really like my job. I like the people there. But today, like towards the end of the day, I just was done. I was so done. I was so irritated. I'm kind of calming down now. I'm like, okay, you at home. Just finished watching American Ashley movie, Winning London. I watched the other one yesterday and fell asleep. And yeah, so I just finished watching that. So to kind of relieve myself, when I'm angry, I find things that is enjoyable. So watching something, reading something, to kind of take my mind off of it, listening to something. So yeah, I'm going to get back into this. I know that tomorrow's going to be a better day. I already speak it into existence, so it is in the name of Jesus. And yeah, I'm gonna let that go. I'm about to make me some cold water and we go read this. I don't know if I can finish it tonight. I'm not even going to try to do that. I want to, but knowing me, I don't think so. But at least get a good amount. A quick synopsis. This is I think I told you guys about this a little bit, but I was kind of vague. So it's a second book in a series, in the Destiny series. You have a young man named Andrew, and Andrew, he kind of gets around, kind of loose, and he has been having relations with a woman named Billy. Her name is, I think, Wilhelmina, but they call her Billy. Billy is, and like she keep on saying in the book, a whore. Okay, she a woman of the night, red light special. That's what she do for a living, right? And she gets caught up. One thing leads to another. She comes to his door and was like, "Hey, I need your help. Here your baby." And he looking like, "What are you talking about?" And she like, "I need your help. Okay, I ain't got into a pickle. And here your child. I don't want nothing to happen to him. So here it goes." And yeah. But all in the midst of that, and this is not a spoiler because it's in the back of the book, they end up getting married. So it's like a marriage of convenience. And then you see how it goes. But right now they not liking each other. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. So yeah, that's where we are right now. And again, I don't know how many times she keep on saying that she is a whore. Billy is very blunt. So her thing is, look, I know what I do. So it's no point of you even talking behind my back. I know, you know what my occupation is, you know what I do. So let's just not be around the bush, basically. And so every time when someone, it's like, oh, this is Billy, she was a whore. That's what she keep on saying every time. Oh, how do you know? How does Andrew know? How does Drew know you? I was a whore. Like she keep on saying that. She not even, like I said, being around the bush. So I like Billy. I honestly do. I love the way that she has written Billy. I love the bluntness, but she also has a bit of a vulnerability towards her. And again, just like I was telling you guys earlier about the other book I was reading, still reading on my Kobo, Saving Savannah. It kind of reminds me of the Gilded Age. This also reminds me of the Gilded Age because the latest episode, one of the characters, okay, has a similar occupation. Yeah, let me get into this. Let me get my water and I'm gonna chill out and read. Okay, you guys, so I am taking my first break. I read for 40 minutes, but I forgot to show you guys when I went to the library to get those DVDs. I also went to the section where they have book sale or whatever, trying to see if they had, once again, some Beverly Jenkins books, but they didn't. But I saw another a Penguin Classic Edition, Black Spines. Y'all know I collect them, and I got Great Expectations. Trying to figure out, I'm like, do I have this book? And I don't. I only have Oliver Twist. Now, I've never read any Dickens at all, and I don't even think I've seen any movies. Like, I've never seen an Oliver Twist movie. Great Expectations, never, and I haven't seen like what's the Christmas Carol? Like, I haven't seen his Christmas Carol. Look, the only Christmas Carol I've really seen is Diva's Christmas Carol. Lord, with Vanessa Williams, but that's a whole nother Christmas Carol. Okay, um, but yeah, I wanted to get Great Expectations because I am eventually going to read this book. You guys know I want to read more classics, like more well-known classics, which I still have not started. Frankenstein, but this is on my list. I think that was the only thing that, yeah, so far, the only thing that I got. But let me get back to reading. I think I got maybe about 5 more minutes. And I'm gonna get back to it. It's currently 9:45. So I go to bed at like 12, sometimes 1. I can get up a little bit later. So that's a luxury, even though I do need to be in the bed like earlier. If I get in the bed right now and read, I'm not going. I'm I'm gonna literally fall asleep or just get distracted. I want to be in here. Also, I'm in the mood to read. I'm in the mood to read, and especially if I want to know more about this because it's getting really, really good, and I got a good amount read, you guys. I mean, look, I literally only have this much left. I have like 130 something pages to go. So yeah, but let me get back to reading because I want to know the tea on this. Okay, you guys. So I actually just finished this. I was not expecting to finish this, but it got even better. I was thinking, do I like the first one better than this one? The first one is what? Destiny Embrace. I think I think I like this one a little bit better. Like, I believe I gave Destiny Embrace 5 stars. I'm also going to give this 5 stars. And I cannot wait for the next one. I'm gonna pick it right up. Because with this series, I don't know if she does it with all her books, but like the epilogue, it's always a cliffhanger. And it's always gonna start with like the next brother, and the next one is Noah, and it looks like Noah, he like what works on a ship or something like that, or owns a ship, and it gets stolen by a woman pirate. And it's so funny. They're literally laughing. They're at dinner. How's the seafaring business? Logan asks at dinner, his first day back. Fine, but it'll be better once I get my ship back. He's been dreading this moment. Pirate woman stole it from me a few months ago off the coast of Spain. Drew snorted with amusement. You let a girl take the ship named after your mom? Yeah, I gotta know. I am so glad that I'm on this Beverly Jenkins kick, that I'm almost done with the Destiny series. I started this back in January. I think I might start a of hers, um a standalone, which is the book that I just got this past weekend, this midnight. Because yeah, this is a standalone. This is not a series. And then next, after this, I do want to start the Women Who Dare series because I now have all the books. It's 3 books in the series. So yeah. Um, and then also, I was watching an interview of hers because like when I get into a writer and author, I really get immersed in like all their works. I watch interviews and everything. And she said that her Blessing series, which is her contemporary series, I know it's 12 books, and I believe one is coming out later this year, I believe. But she said that it is being adapted into either film or television. And Al Roker, it's going to be under his production company, which I didn't even know that Al Roker had a production company. Y'all know Al Roker from the Today Show. Interview I was listening to this morning really got me intrigued by that series. But yeah, I am going to go to sleep now because I need to. I gotta get up tomorrow and go to this good job. I keep on lollygagging with this. I don't know. I don't know. Right now we on a Beverly Jenkins kick, so I'm gonna just go with that. I'm gonna just stick with that for right now. Okay, you guys, so it actually is Saturday. In this video, you guys know that I am, telling you guys what I read in a week. I also like to include the weekend. So far, I've only read one book this week, which is good for me. And then I didn't tell you guys what on, I think the last time I talked to you guys was on Thursday or Wednesday. Thursday, I did read. I went back to my Kobo and I am reading Saving Savannah. I was at 17%. Now I'm at 31. This is a YA book. I think I told you guys about it. I had started it on Monday. You have a younger named Savannah. They come from a very privileged. She comes from a very privileged, family. They are, black elites, and it's during it's during like the 1900s, and you guys know the time where like the suffrage movement, how that was, obviously a really big deal, and black women were getting and black women, they also had a suffrage movement, not just Susan B. Anthony. And she really wants to immerse herself in that. She wants to get in the cause and everything. I believe this girl is like 17, and she comes across a young lady named Nella, or is it Nella or Nell? Her mother works for her family as a cleaner, and her mom is sickly right now, so she's been helping her. So she tells her about like this, it's like a school, they talk about the movement. They also just help out in the community and things of that nature. So she's like, you know what? I really want to, get into that. And that's where I am so far. Of course, her family, she's kind of sneaking around because they don't want her to be, dealing with that because, some of those movements, some of those women, like, they got hurt, some of them got killed. And then, in those days, you had some men like, y'all don't need to be doing that. Okay, y'all just need to take care of the kids, take care of the household, take care of your husband, and that's it. But the women like, no. We want the right to vote too, okay? We want some rights. But yeah, that is what I'm reading. I also have, remember you guys told me when I mentioned this book that there's a prequel to this book, and it's called Inventing Victoria, and Victoria is Savannah's mother. So yeah, after I read this, I do want to get into that. Again, it's a YA book. I'm really liking it. It's I've been on this historical kick. It's like I'm reading historical romance, I'm reading historical YA. I mean, y'all. But yeah, that is a book that I'm reading, which I need to charge this. And then yesterday, of course, I bought a book. I went to Amazon to see if they had some Beverly Jenkins books, which they do. I only was good because I only bought one. Well, payday next week, so. But I have to stop myself because her books, since they're mass market paperbacks, they're like $8.99, $7.99, and girl, don't tell me that, because I'll mess around and get 50 books. But I wanted to get her first book, Night Song. This is her first book that came out, I believe I know it's in the 90s. Let's see, this book came out in 1994. And I believe this is about the Great Exodus. These covers just kill me. Oh my gosh. They're cringy to look at, but at the same time, I love them so much. Because I think when you see this cover, you already know, oh, you're reading a romance. But then when you dive deep into it, it's like, well, it's not just a regular romance. It's a historical romance, okay? And it's a black historical romance, even better. I did call a used bookstore that I haven't been to in a while to see if they had any of her books. And they have 2 of them. I think they said they have Forbidden and something else. I know Forbidden, that's a part of a series, isn't it? Let me see. One thing I also like about her series, like for the majority, they're not long series. Like the Blessed series, clearly she's still going at it, but like some historical romances, they're only like 3 books. They're only like 3 books in the series. I'm like, I could take that. Yeah, so Forbidden is from the Old West series, and there's 3 books in that series. Yeah, these are so cheap, you guys, on Amazon. The first one is $7.19, the second one is $6.39, and the other one, the last one, is $6.39. But I'm gonna control myself. I'm gonna go. Oh Lord, I'm contradicting myself. I am gonna go to that used bookstore, and I want to get at least those 2 books. When I called, they only had that. And then yeah, because my thing is, girl, you got this book that you need to finish. Now you have Night Song. I bought Midnight last week, and then I finished buying the 3 books from the Women Who Dare series. So it's like, girl, you got ups and books from Beverly Jenkins. I get in this kick though when I get, immersed in an author, I get obsessed with the author. It's like I want to buy all their books. You know what I mean? I do that all the time, even with like records and things of that nature. I want to buy all of it at the same time. So I'm like, okay, well, I have it. So if I want to read this, I can, and I can just go to the next book. I don't have to go to the store and get it. I don't have to order it. But it's like, girl, you got, again, all these books in these series, read those first, and then you can go and get some other ones. So yeah, y'all know I get on kicks, but I am on a Beverly Jenkins kick right now, and I am loving it. I do think though, before I start the Women Who Dare series, I do want to read Night Song, because this is her first book, and I want to see if there's like a difference between like her writing. We are going to go to the bookstore. I take you guys along, and yeah.
Start right over there.
Okay.
Loop around, and then you can do that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm looking for JJ. Okay, you guys, so I didn't stay in there no time. First of all, I ain't got no air conditioning, and it is currently 79 degrees, so yeah. But this is a place I did call yesterday to see if they had some, and they did. So actually, they had 3 books, and I got 3 books for $12. How it works with theirs is it's like 2 prices. So the first price is $360. The second price is $210. So if you have books to trade, it would be the like cheaper price. So if I had some books to trade, it'd be $210 as opposed to $3.60. But either way, prices are fantastic. I'll show you guys more in detail when I get home. This is a little, look, no shade, little white town, and they have a Dollar Tree right there. Again, I haven't been here in maybe like almost 2 years. They didn't have a Dollar Tree there, and I noticed in little small towns, they're usually Dollar Tree, they have a lot of stuff that like they wouldn't normally have in kind of like bigger cities. So I want to see what they got in there, and I do need some wipes, like some wipes for my car, and I need some wipes for like the bathroom or the house. So yeah, I'm gonna go in this Dollar Tree. Okay, you guys, so I have been back home for a minute now, but I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was going to that dollar store, which I didn't really have anything, but I did get my little off-brand wipes and stuff. I gotta put this in my car. I like to have these in my car. And but let me show you my oh, excuse me, the books that I got from Beverly Jenkins, and I believe 2 of them are actually a part, well, all these are a part of a series, 3 all together. So these 2 are a part of a series. This Winds of the Storm and Through the I was gonna say Through the Fire. I'm thinking about Shaka Khan. Through the Storm. Now I think, which one is the first one? This is the first one, Through the Storm, the love Lavog family. I know I'm saying that wrong. There's, I believe, what, 3 books in the series. The second one is Winds of the Storm, and then the third one is Captured, which I need to get captured. And then, so I got those two, and then I also got Forbidden, and this is the first book from, let me see what series. This is the Old West. So this is the first book from the Old West series. And then I wanted to go to another used bookstore. I always tell you guys about the bookstore in Flint, the Totem Books, to see if they had. I called and asked, I think yesterday or day before, and sometimes I notice I'll call a place and ask, oh, do you have, like this record or this book? And they'll be like, no. And I get there and they have it. So just in case, I was like, you know what? I have time. I don't really have anything to do today. So let me just go and see. But they didn't have it. They didn't have it. They had some other books. Who was one book I think I was going to get? I was really tempted. Oh, look. I don't know, which means I don't need it because I don't even know. But I noticed they did add some more books to their like black selection. But you already know I had to check the records, right? So I went. I was trying to see if they had, y'all. I found a song by Jermaine Jackson in the 70s. It's from the Feel the Fire album. It's it's a song called You Need to Be Loved. It kind of gives you an Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of vibe, but he is jamming in this, okay? So I remember they had that album, and of course I'm like, I don't want to, I'm straight. Because the only Jermaine Jackson song I know is Let's Get Serious, and then Whitney Houston's first or second album, I think it's the second one, he produced a lot songs on that album. And y'all know they had a little rendezvous. I think they have a featured song together on that second album. And then it's like what, and it's some songs too that you can hear like you can hear his vocals on background. I said all that to say, trying to look for Jermaine, he wasn't there. And then I found this, the Gap Band, and it was originally $10.99, but then the young man, he was like, you might want to look at the album because to see if it's damaged or not. There's a couple of scratches. I'm going to play it to see if it's like real bad. He did say that, just in case if it is, you can take it back, you can get your money back or you can exchange it. And then also he did take some money off. So instead of it being $11, I got it for $7. But I really wanted to get it because it has Outstanding on there. I love that song. It has Early in the Morning. Those are like the only ones that I know. Ah, this is awesome. Look, you guys. Look at Uncle Charlie. Oh, yes. So I'm excited to listen to this. When did this come out? 1982. I love Outstanding. And they also sing Yearning for Your Love. That's them. I love that song too. But yeah, I am about to listen to this. A lot of my albums I've gotten from there, especially like old school. And I have yet to have a album that has been scratched or I had to skip over it. So yeah, that's the only thing I got. And then I just came back from the pool and I started to read the this book, Destiny's Captive. So far I do like it. It's so hilarious that the youngest boy, Noah, he got his ship stolen from a woman because she's like a pirate or a pirate. Um, and like her family is like descendants of pirates, which I've never read a story about pirates before. What do I want to do now? I did read a little bit. I was watching, have you guys watched the Tracy Ellis Ross show, the Solo Traveling or whatever? It's on Roku TV, if you have a Roku. I watched the first, was it 2 episodes? I think it's only, I think there's only 4 so far. I just before I went to the pool, I was watching the one when she went to Mexico, and the one I'm watching now, she is in Spain and she ended up getting sick. But I want to finish that episode. But shockingly, I actually like it. I mean, I'm a fan of Tracy Ellis Ross. I gotta say, I grew up watching Tracy Ellis Ross because I remember when Girlfriends premiered, and I was 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old when Girlfriends premiered, and had no business watching that TV show, but I did every Monday night at 9 o'clock on UPN. I watched it, okay? But normally I don't like shows like traveling shows. They don't really do anything for me. I don't even really like traveling vlogs sometimes. Cuz I'm not a big traveler. Even though I have been going places this year. I'm not a big traveler. I'm a nervous like flyer. I have to go like out of town for work. I'm just always dreading it. I I travel better with someone, and usually the person I'm always traveling with is my sister, and I just travel better. I really am enjoying it, and just seeing like the different places that she goes to, and you seeing like the culture and the food, and I love the way that she like packs, even though it's extremely excessive. But I do understand why she packs the way she packs, because you never know. Now, personally, I wouldn't pack all that stuff because, again, I'm a nervous traveler. I'm like, I just want a carry on and that's it, okay? But but like I said, I do get, why she travels the way she does because, like, she is prepared, okay? She's prepared. Now, sometimes it's like, girl, why you got all them outfits? Why you got all them fits, okay? But Tracy's a fashion girl, so that makes sense to her, and she knows how to navigate it. But me personally, mm-mm. I know how to pack, but I just can't have extra stuff because I'm already nervous. Traveler and flyer, but yeah, I think I want to finish that, and yeah, we'll just see how the evening goes. It's almost 8 o'clock. It feels so good just to be. It feels so good not to have to do anything, just to be at home. Just to be at home. So, because next weekend I'm go be in the streets, and I will take you guys along. I am going somewhere. Look, talking about flying and being nervous, I am going somewhere, but I am going with my sister and my cousins and my aunt. We have a surprise. We already told her, but a surprise trip for my aunt for her birthday. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along. You guys will see where I go next weekend. But yeah, let me stop yapping now and just chill out for the rest of the evening. Okay, you guys. So it is now Sunday. I just, as you guys saw yesterday, chilled out, watched some stuff, finished watching those episode of Tracy solo traveling, and what did I do? So far today I have not read, which I probably am going to read, towards the evening. Really just got home from church, took my makeup off, put on a t-shirt. So I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the evening. Since it's Sunday, you already know. Gilded Age coming on, so I got to get ready. I always have to get the house prepared and clean. So got that. I am, cooking my dinner right now and doing my meal prep for next week. I'm just gonna do some salad. So I was baking some baked chicken. So yeah, guys followed me this whole week, and I only read one book, but that's good enough. I had a really good week, had a really good weekend. No, I know I keep on talking about this, but I want to get into this. So I am going to read. I've been on page 44 for some weeks now. And it's like, girl, come on now. So yeah, I do want to focus on this today. But again, I'm really proud of myself that I got, one book down and is reading, more. I'm on my reading kick again. And I haven't had a reading slump, which thank the Lord, because that's horrible. But one last thing I want to show you guys, actually, this. Y'all, I have an obsession with the Dollar Tree, right? So I went to the dollar store again today. And what was I going there to get? Oh, I didn't feel like going to the grocery store, so I wanted to get like some water. Um, because I'm almost out of water. So probably next weekend when I, come back, I'll do my grocery shopping. Of course, browsing around, and I came across this, y'all. This is Maxwell's House iced latte with foam. And It is so easy to make. Kayla, girl, I know that you like your iced coffee. Just watch your library tour. Love your room. When I saw this, I thought about you. For only $1.25, have the hazelnut flavor and they have the vanilla flavor, which next time I'm going to get the vanilla flavor. But it's only thing you need is just water and the packet. I think the one thing I'm so impressed by that it comes with like the, foam. It tastes really good and you don't have to add any cream or anything like that. You literally just add water. It's six and you get six packets and they're thick too, y'all. Look. So I will be trying the vanilla one, but of course I have to try the hazelnut because hazelnut is my favorite. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried this, if you like iced coffee, please try this because it actually is very, very good. It really is. And I just add, my ice from my ice machine maker, and that is it. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Oh, thank you guys so much for following me for the whole week. And yeah, guys, that is it. So I'll be back with more Black Books.